Hello, everyone. Today, I'm going to tell all of you a story while I make food because I just got home from school and I am fucking starving. So, this is a story that happened just today, and it's a story of how I was caught in a fight with two people I don't know, led by an asshole I really don't like, and I was arrested for it. It was roughly a half hour ago at this point, and I was simply walking to the bus station from school. Let me just fix this. Walking to the bus station from school, like I normally do, and now I've had a really interesting past with Anthony. He and I never got along at all, ever. Just never happened once. And what we did is we would fight every day. There was always something different happening. Some different reason that he wanted to fight me. But today, several years after we first started fighting, he has finally realized he can't beat me in a fight. So what he did is, I am at a school called CCLC. It's a learning center, and Anthony is back at KP, Quallen Park, which is an actual high school. Him, being in 10th grade, has the trust of a few 8th graders. What he did is he took two of them, told them all of these stories of how big and buff I am. I am fucking nothing. I'm not big, and I'm not buff, and I can't fight like a god like he said I could. We told these 8th graders all these fantastic stories about who I am. And one of them said, we could take this guy. Easy. We could take him down. Not even a challenge. So he pointed me out to them. He said, that's the guy right there. You want to fight him? Go fight him. And the Anthony leaned up against the pole just to watch the massacre. To watch the two of them beat me into the dirt like he never fucking could. But that didn't happen. No. What actually happened is, just like right now, I'm wearing my headphones. I was listening to music and I couldn't hear them. One came up and punched me right here, right in the shoulder, really hard. I took out my earphones and turned around as one of the other guys came for me. So I buckled my knees and put my hard into my back and went down. He went over me and hit a pole, or not a pole, but a wall. Then the other guy, the first guy who punched me, he went to swing again, but I grabbed him by the shirt or by the sweater like that, and punched him 2 times in the face as hard as I could. And he went down, but he got back up. The other guy, the guy who hit the wall, he's coming for me again, but I turned around, grabbed him around the neck, like around the neck, stepped forward. So I'm holding, I have his throat in my elbow, and I'm holding him, and I twisted. Doing this wrong, you could kill someone, but I did it right. So I didn't kill him, but I really fucking hurt him. So I twisted and dropped, and he just collapsed. He was done. The guy I punched in the face got back up. He came for me again. Just swinging. Blind rage swinging. Never good in a fight against someone who knows what they're doing. Because I've been in jiu-jitsu for several years. So after I took down the first guy and he was just out of the fight, he was not getting up without some help. For several hours. He comes at me again, just blind rage swinging, kind of like the Hulk, just screaming and swinging, trying to hit me. And I'm just backpedaling. I'm just stepping back with my hands up, going block. It's easy. It was easy. He couldn't get a hand on me. But what happened is I didn't notice this. Anthony decided, you know what, they're not going to do it, so I might as well step in as well. He came rushing at me from behind. But like a fucking idiot, he was also screaming. So I took a large step back, leaned backwards, and swung both my hands over my shoulder. So it just bang, like that. And I hit Anthony dead in the nose. And he went down. Just immediately went down. Then now I just have one out of the 3 guys left, but then the police showed up, like, hey, fucking stop. And I'm like, I'm done. So I'm just standing there, big ass jacket on, like you just saw, waiting. The police pick up Anthony and the other kid. They're like, what the fuck? Like, one of the officers, dead ass, walked up to me while I was leaning against the wall, just listening to my music and shit, and said, what the fuck did you do to these kids? And I said, I fought them. He said, why? I said, well, I didn't start the fight. He's like, bullshit, you didn't start the fight. We know who you are. You have a past of fighting. I'm like, but I didn't start this fight. I have no clue who 2 of these kids are. He's like, what about the 3rd one? Oh, that's Anthony. He's like, okay, how do you know him? I explained to him the whole past of how we've been fighting for several years. He's like, alright, so now I remember all of that. He says, so now tell me your side of the story. And I tell him, well, I'm just walking to the bus from school and suddenly get ambushed by 2 kids. And then that's where it started. He's like, alright. We said 2, but there's 3 people here. Yeah, well, after fighting those 2 for like a minute, Anthony decided to jump in, and I broke his nose. I didn't actually know I broke his nose, but I just say it. I think I broke his nose. And he's like, yeah, I can confirm you did break his nose. Like, what about this other kid that we just picked up off the ground? What did you do to him? I'm like, well, I paralyzed him. He's like, what? What do you mean you paralyzed him? I said, don't worry, it's not permanent. It's jujitsu. He said, alright, but still, you can't, even if you know jujitsu, you can't use that shit in a fight. That's just not fair. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck you talking about? Shit not being fair. It was a 3-on-1. I will use anything I can. And the other officer came up to me after putting all 3 of the kids into the back of the police car, saying, yo, I don't know what you did, but good on you. And now the 2 officers are getting an argument, saying, one telling me I did good, the other one's telling me off for fighting. So they go to leave, and the officer said, yeah, good job. Said, listen, you would have been in more trouble if you had actually paralyzed the kid, but no, he'll be fine. I'm like, yeah, I know he is. He said, but quick question, where did you learn all this? I said, it's actually a local program called Yobro. He's like, oh, we've been hearing about this for a long time. I'm like, yeah, it's a program, kind of just popped up one day. And he's like, alright. So they left. Then a couple minutes later, another car pulls up. 2 more officers step out. Well, I already walked a couple blocks towards the bus station. And 2 officers pull up, step out, they come up to me. They're trying to put me in cuffs. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Why are you trying to put me in cuffs? He said, well, you almost killed the kid. I'm like, I didn't almost kill him. I just paralyzed him. He'll be fine. I just talked to 2 other officers. They said, it's good, just go home. And that's what I'm doing. I said, well, no, that's not what we heard. What we heard was you almost killed him. I'm like, okay, where's your proof? How did I almost kill him? He said, well, he has internal bleeding. He's bleeding internally. He ruptured his ribs, or broke 3 of his ribs and ruptured an organ. I'm like, no, I did not. What I did is I paralyzed him. If you're talking about one of the other kids, okay, good, whatever. I'm not going to name drop them like I did Anthony, but I just fucking hit Anthony. But I knew which one they were talking about. They're talking about one that I fucking choked. Or practically choked out, but yeah. Let's just call the kid that I paralyzed Tyler, and the other one Jacob. Fuck it, whatever. It's Anthony, Tyler, Jacob. Tyler, I paralyzed him. Jacob, I just beat the fuck up. And Anthony, I broke his nose. So they come up to me like, hey, just you nearly killed Tyler. I'm like, no, that's not at all what happened. Get your shit together. So I go to start walking away, but one of the officers grabs me by the hood, pulls me back, and puts me in cuffs. I'm like, yo, the fuck? I know my rights. I did not do anything wrong. I was defending myself. I said, no. You are coming to the station. We are arresting you because you almost killed someone. I said, all right, fine, let's go to the station. So, 5-minute drive to the station. We get out, they take me in. And you wonder who I see? The first fucking person I see in the station, other than the secretary, is drinking a cup of coffee, is the other officer who said, good job. So, he sees me in cuffs, and he sees the two other officers pissed. Just pissed off for no fucking reason. He's like, yo, what the fuck? We just dealt with this kid. They're like, yeah, well, now we're dealing with him because you didn't do your fucking job. I'm thinking, oh, I get it. They're not arresting me because I nearly killed the kid. They're arresting me just to fucking get back at one other officer. Ow! So now I understand everything. I understand everything perfectly. And what I do is I look at the officer and said, yo, can you just get me out of these cuffs? I go, I just want to go home. But I didn't actually say it out loud. I just looked at him like, It's like, just fuck it. You two in the back, I'll talk to you. He's like, yeah, you're not doing that. You're just letting the kid go. He's like, exactly. The kid did nothing wrong. He's like, no, we're going to run him through processing. He's like, no, you don't have to. So a couple minutes out of these two arguing later, I did one thing they didn't expect. One thing I learned in Yobro. How to break handcuffs. It's actually stupid easy. So you're cuffed behind your back. What you do is you hold your knuckles like this, and you slowly roll them around. You slowly roll your hand until you're about here, and then you pop. And I broke the chain. I broke the chain on the handcuffs, and I went, okay, I'm out. And I started walking away. And I'm rubbing the chain, or the actual cuffs. I'm like, how do I get these off? The two cops who cuffed me are so fucking confused. Because I just broke their handcuffs and started walking away. They're like, hey, no, you actually just broke a law. Now you have to stay here. I just said I didn't break a law. Well, actually, I did. But I broke a law because you're not giving me my rights. So technically, you're breaking the laws. I'm doing my justice. So the other officer, the one who said, yeah, you did good, came up to me, handed me the keys, said, here, just go and cuff yourself. Turns around and starts badgering the fuck out of those other two. A minute later, I have the cuffs off. I'm like, here, you can have these back. I don't want them. It turns out the one who said, good job, was the chief. The fucking police chief. He runs the station very strictly, and people breaking his rules, like those other two, he does not take kindly to. I leave, and I'm like, okay, that was a fucking experience. Now I'm home, and I'm here. And what happened is those two officers who cuffed me came back to me and said, yo, we're not fucking done with this. We're coming for you. We're going to come get you tomorrow. I'm like, yeah, no, you're not. You're not. But we can't. We can do it at the fuck we want. We're police. I'm like, no, you can't. So, if they do come for me tomorrow, and I'm pretty fucking sure they will, if I come home, which I probably fucking will, I will tell all of you the story of what happens. But if I don't come home, you'll know that I've either been shot and killed by police because fucking police, or I'm spending the week in prison. I'll keep you updated.